From reading your book, we understood that you are a fan of Chris Kraus. And Kraus writes about the fact that she wants to become a monster, more specifically a female monster. And she has a quote that you also have in your book. And I'm going to read that quote if you're okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so female monsters take things as personally as they really are. They study facts, even if rejection makes them feel like the girl who's not invited to the party. They have to understand the reasons why. Every question, once it's formulated, is a paradigm, contains its own internal truth. We have to stop diverting ourselves with false questions. I aim to be a female monster too. Now, Treena, how does this resonate with you? And do you identify with any of that I just said?
Well, Chris Kraus is an exceptional writer, and that particular book, I Love Dick, is one of my favorite books. It's experimental in terms of its content, in terms of the voice. The impact was tremendous, in terms of a feminist, very postmodern text. And, I resonate, or I really find myself in a lot of the pages that she writes about, specifically in the book, I Love Dick. And in terms of the female monster, I do really associate with it because within the broader context of the patriarchy, as I write about in the book, there is a way that the patriarchy works on us to the point where we don't recognize ourselves. And that can be seen as producing a kind of a monster when you're not entirely sure who you are, right? But Chris Kraus is kind of turning some of that on its head and looking at being a monster as someone sort of beyond the bounds of normative social expectations and roles, and finding creativity there. And I think that that's really interesting and quite exciting.
A great answer, yeah. You mentioned the patriarchy there. You think that we live in a patriarchy, and can you explain why you think that?
I think it's quite well established that most societies globally are existing in the structure which we call patriarchy, which, they're primarily androcentric or male-controlled, male-dominated in different aspects of structure, and things like that. Yeah, most of us live in the patriarchy.